Hi all, my name is Sridevi and I am solving the exercise 1A for integers for class 7. This is for ICSE syllabus and I am using the Selena Conscience Mathematics. The integers chapter has 3 exercise 1A, 1B and 1C. The videos for 1B and 1C would be released shortly, and in case of any questions or concerns, please mention it in the comment section and I would be glad enough to answer back to your questions or queries. Let's move on to question 1 quickly, which says evaluate 427 into 8 plus 2 into 427. As soon as you see this sum, kids, you should understand 427 is common. So removing the common number, we get 427 into 8 plus 2. So this is distributive property. And now the expression becomes 427 into 10 and the answer is 4270. Moving on to the next one, 394 into 12 plus 394 into minus 2. Kids, as soon as you see this particular problem, you should also understand that 394 is common. Yes, 394 is common. So removing the common numeral, we get the expression as 394 into 12 minus 2, following the distributive property. The expression becomes 394 into 10 and the answer is 3940. Moving on to the next sum. As soon as you see the sum, what do you understand? 558 is common. So the sum is 558 into 27 plus 3 into 558. So using the distributive property, we get 558 into 23 plus 3 and it becomes 558 into 30 and the answer is 16740. So the first sum is based on the concepts of distributive property. The second sum also is based on the concepts of distributive property. So let's quickly go on to the second sum and see what it is. It says 673 into 9 plus 673. But here in this sum, after the plus sign, the number is just 673. So kids, please understand, any number multiplied by 1 is the same number. So 673 into 1 is 673. So using the concepts of multiplying the number by 1 and the distributive property, we get the expression as 673 into 9 plus 1, which becomes 673 into 10 and the answer is 6730. We follow the same principle for the second sum, the same concepts of distributive property and multiplying the number by 1. So it goes as 1925 into 101 minus 1. So that is equal to 1925 into 100 and the answer becomes 192500. So hope you guys have understood the question 1 and 2 clearly, which follows the distributive property. Now let's move on to the third sum, which says verify. Kids, when you see a problem which has got an LHS and which has got a RHS, we will first solve the LHS, we'll first solve and then solve the RHS, and if the answer is equal, we will say both LHS is equal to RHS. Please look at the sum which says 37 into 8 plus minus 8 plus of minus 3. And again on the right hand side you have 37 into 8 plus 37 into minus 3. Kids, please understand, all the numerals are the same. There are no different numerals. So it is because of the parentheses that they have used, we have to see what is the answers. So when you solve the LHS, you get the LHS as 185. I just pause for about a second or two for you to understand how I have solved the LHS and derived at 185. Now similarly, I have also solved the RHS and I have derived at the answer 185. Here LHS is equal to RHS. So that means the given statement is correct. Moving on to the second sum. So the second sum is also the using parentheses and it is the same number, and again it is a distributive property. So again let's solve the LHS and the RHS and see what the answers are, and if both the LHS and the RHS are equal, we will say the problem is verified and both LHS and RHS are equal. So I just pause in a minute to explain how I work the LHS. Hope it is clear. And how I solve the RHS. Both LHS and RHS are equal and is equal to minus 1230. Hence LHS is equal to RHS, and we could just state that the above mentioned problem are equal. LHS is equal to RHS. So now moving on to the third sum, that is also very similar. We try to solve the LHS and then we try to solve the RHS. If both LHS and RHS are equal, we will mention that LHS is equal to RHS, hence the sum is verified. I'm just pausing in a minute to see how I've solved the LHS and how I've solved the RHS. Since LHS and RHS is equal to 98, we can go ahead and say that LHS and RHS are equal and hence verified. Let's move on to the fourth sum in the same category which says verified. Again, let's assume LHS and the RHS, and looks like LHS is equal to 138 and RHS is also equal to 138, hence we prove LHS is equal to RHS. So hope everybody has understood the third sum, and let's move on to the fourth sum, which is very easy. It says evaluate, and when you see this particular sum, everything has got numbers 15 and 8. So when you multiply 15 and 8, it is 120, but you have different signs mentioned. That's why we get different, we get the same number but different sign, which is really important. So please remember this particular concept. Plus into plus will be plus, plus into minus will be minus, minus into plus is plus, and minus into minus is plus. So 15 into 8 is 120, 15 into minus 8 is minus 120, minus 15 into 8 is minus 120, and minus 15 into minus 8 is 120, because minus into minus is plus. So pretty easy. Just remember the concept again. Plus into plus is plus, plus into minus is minus, minus into plus is plus, minus into minus is plus. Let's move on to question number 5. Okay, when you see the question number 5, it's again the same numbers 4, 6 and 8. So when you multiply 4, 6 and 8, the answer is 192. Again, the signs are different and we need to mark the sum according to the signs provided. So the first one is 4 into 6 into 8, that is 192. The second one is 4 into 6 into minus 8. So the answer is minus 192. The reason being, the expression has only one negative integer, therefore the product was always negative. Similarly, the third sum is 4 into minus 6 into 8. Answer is minus 192. The signs are in different place, but the expression just has one negative sign and therefore the product is negative. Again, here the fourth sum also is the same. It is minus 4 into 6 into 8. The answer would be minus 192, because we have just one negative sign in the expression and the product always will be negative. Please understand the importance of the sign. So again we have 4 into minus 6 into minus 8. The answer will be 192 but positive. The reason being, the expression has two negative integers and the product will always be positive. As mentioned in the previous sum, negative into negative, that is minus into minus, would be plus. So similarly, minus 4 into minus 6 into 8 is equal to 192. Minus 4 into 6 into minus 8 is equal to 192, because you have two negative signs. But the last one has three negative signs. Because it has got three negative signs, the expression has three negative integers. Product is always negative. So that's why you get the answer minus 192. So hope you've understood the question number 5, and it is simple. Let's move on to question number 6. Again, it is these signs which matter. 2 into 4 into 6 into 8, that is 8 into 48 is 348. I want you kids to understand and remember this particular concept. If the expression has only one negative integer, the product is always negative. If the expression has two negative integers, the product is always positive. So when you follow this exercise, you will be able to sums and follow those follow those points that I mentioned earlier. You should be able to solve this particular question. 2 into 4 into 6 into 8 is 8 into 48, 384, and again it has the same numbers 2, 4, 6 and 8, so the answer will be 384, but it just has one negative sign, therefore the product is negative. And the third sum, again the numbers are 2, 4, 6 and 8, the answer would be 384, but since it has got two negative signs, minus into minus will be plus. The fourth one again has got three negative integers, therefore the product will always be negative, so the answer is minus 384. And now the fifth sum, which says minus 2 into minus 4 into minus 6 into minus 8, since it's got four negative integers, the product would be a positive number, and hence the answer 384. Hope question 6 is clear, and let's move on to question 7. So they ask you to determine the integer whose product is what when it is multiplied by minus 1. So minus 47 into minus 1 is 47, because minus into minus is plus. 63 into minus 1 is minus 63, because minus into positive is minus. The next one is minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 1 is equal to 1, because minus into minus is plus. And the last one is 0. So any number multiplied by 0 would be 0. Now the question 8 is 18 integers are multiplied together. What will be the sign of their product if 15 of them are negative and 3 of them are positive? Since out of the 18 integers, 15 of them are negative, which is an odd number, the sign of the product will be negative. 12 of them are negative and 6 are positive. Since out of the 18 integers, 12 of them are negative, which is an even number, hence the product will be positive. Next one, 9 of them are positive and the remaining are negative. Since out of the 18 integers, 9 of them are negative, which is an odd number, the product will also be negative. All are negative. Since all the numbers are negative, which is an even number, hence the sign of the product would be positive. So this is the 8th question, and I hope everybody has understood the 8th question as well. Now let's move on to the 9th and the 10th question, which is pretty simple and easy. You need to find out which is greater, 8 plus 10 into 15 or 8 plus 10 into 15. Now again take LHS, which is 8 plus 10 into 15. Using the BODMAS rule, you get 18 into 15, that is 270. RHS, 8 plus 10 into 15. Again using the concepts of BODMAS, you get 8 plus 150, that is equal to 158. So 270 is greater than 158. So the first number is greater than the second number. Second question, 12 into 6 minus 8 or 12 into 6 minus 8. So assume the LHS, and when you were using the BODMAS concept, you get the answer as minus 24, and the RHS you get the answer as 64. Now 64 is greater than minus 24. So the first number is lesser than the second number. Let's move on to the third sum, minus 3 minus 4 into minus 5, minus 3 minus 4 into minus 5. So using the concepts of BODMAS, I solve LHS and RHS, and we get LHS as 35 and RHS as 17, and the answer looks like 35 is greater than 17. The first number is greater than the second expression. State true or false. Product of two integers can be 0. That is true. Product of two different integers can be 0. Example, 7 into 0 is 0. Product of 120 negative integers and 121 positive integers is negative. The answer is false. Since the product of even numbers of negative integers is always positive, therefore the sign will be positive. A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus C is false. Using the BODMAS concept, AB plus AC is not equal to AB plus C. Similarly, the fourth one, B minus C into A is equal to B minus C into A, which is false. BA minus CA is equal to B minus is not equal to B minus CA. hope you guys have enjoyed my exercise 1A, and it was simple and easy, and hope you've understood the concepts. So if you like this video, please like and share my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and meet you in 1B for integers. Bye.